Good morning. So today we are going to continue working on our packet and learning about our shapes. And our shape today is circles. So our I can statement says, I can recognize two-dimensional shapes and equal shares. So I'm looking at this fish and he blew some bubbles. And one thing I noticed about some of these bubbles is that they are open. I see a few open bubbles and a few closed bubbles. My closed bubbles are circles, but my open bubbles are not circles. So let's make these circles. Perfect. And one more. There we go. Now, even though we don't have our attribute blocks, we still can draw some more circles. So down here at the bottom, it says to draw 4 more bubbles. So I want you to draw 4 more bubbles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you drew the bubbles, you had to make sure that your circles are closed, which means there's an inside and an outside, that there's no openings in your bubbles. Now, one thing that we are learning about are sides and vertices. Now, this might be a little funny, but I'm looking at a circle and I don't see any straight sides. There's no straight lines on a circle. So a circle has 0 sides. I know it sounds funny, but it has 0 sides. And vertices. Do you remember what vertices are? Vertices are corners. Another way to say corner. So a triangle has 1, 2, 3. How many vertices does a circle have? 0. It has 0 vertices as well. All right, let's turn to the next page and we will take a look at our vocabulary for today. Circles. Circles are two-dimensional shapes. That means they're flat shapes on a paper. They are closed and round. They do not have sides and vertices. So our closed round shape has 0 sides and 0 vertices. Think about sides as straight sides. So let's take a look here. How many sides and vertices? How many sides does this have? 0. And how many corners or vertices does this have? You're right, 0. Let's take a look at number 2. How many sides? 0. And how many vertices? 0. Number 3. This is a ball. How many sides does this ball have? 0. And how many vertices does this have? Also 0. How many sides does this button have? 0. And how many vertices does it have? You guessed it. 0. So we're going to skip our math talk today. We're going to go on and take a look at On My Own. So here are some more circles and circle pictures. Now you're going to write how many sides and how many vertices they have. Number 9 says, circle the shapes that match the first shape. So here's the first shape. Which shapes match that first shape? You got this. The next one says, circle the closed shapes. Now remember, closed shapes have an inside and an outside. Which one of these have insides and outsides? All right, let's turn to the next page and we'll read our word problems. So this first one says, I am a two-dimensional shape that has no sides or vertices. Write the name of that shape and draw a picture of that shape. I wonder what shape that one is. I think you guys can figure that out. All right, the next one says, draw a picture of a two-dimensional shape. Write how many sides and write how many vertices. So you're going to write, draw a picture of a shape, any shape you want. Write how many sides and how many vertices. So our problem here says, Majid described this shape as a two-dimensional shape with 4 sides. Majid is wrong. Make it right. So here's the shape that Majid described. And I need you to write in a sentence here what shape he is actually describing, because he didn't describe this one.